Sydney, is it true that you were adopted into your brother's family? I can't believe you still try and act like his little sister. Disgusting. You are definitely not coming to our wedding. I cannot be asked to have some kind of stranger like you acting as though you're family at a place like my wedding. What? You didn't know about that before? I thought I explained all of that to you a while back when I first met you, Brianna. Well, I never really care to listen to anything you have to say. I've always thought of you as this really boring girl and all, which has always been odd to me considering the kind of man that Brendan is. But now that I'm aware that you're not even related to him, it all makes a whole ton more sense. There is not a better man around than my lovely and strong man Brendan. Oh, that's right. You are madly in love with everything about Brendan. And that's why you always pushed me away anytime I came to talk with you guys. Not only does he have a really good body and face, but he's also insanely good at sports and currently running a company of his own. I never thought that a man as perfect as him could ever have such a boring little sister like the one I'm having to talk to right now. But now that I'm aware you were adopted into his family, it all makes a bunch more sense to me. I don't want you coming to our wedding, all right? And from here on out, I don't want you calling yourself Brendan's family anymore, okay? I have not been going around doing something like that anyway. I barely even talk to the guy anymore now that we're both older. So yeah, I can leave you both alone now and do my own thing. But just don't let him out of your sight, or he might come back looking for me. Like he'd ever. There is nothing special about you that is worth Brendan's attention anymore. You're not even related by blood. Like, how come he was even calling you a sister when even he knows that your guys' relationship is so stupid? I'm laughing so much about this right now. You've just been lying about being a part of his family this whole time. The next time I'm able to go out and see his parents, I want to ask them why they even bothered adopting. I have no idea why you think it's so funny to make fun of me that way. Are you even going to listen to what I had to say about all of this? You never listening to anyone besides Brendan and your own conscience is one of your worst qualities. I don't like to be preached by strangers, all right? I was taught by my parents all my life to never talk with strangers, so I'm afraid I should stop talking with you now, too. Then stop texting me and go find something better to do with your time. I don't even want to talk with you right now anyway. It seems like that you and I both hate one another now. How about we just cut to the chase and cut ties to one another? I would hate to have you still sitting around my Brendan when you could tell him all sorts of nasty things about me, which are lies. Stop talking to me like you know anything at all about what I do and the relationship I have with Brendan. I like to think I could be helping him out right now by getting you the heck away from him. Huh? Now you're really starting to let crazy things slip out of that mouth of yours, huh? All you are is a little parasite that depends on the money Brendan makes and don't even have a job of your own, right? You're not going to help him in any way by doing that. Rather trip him up and ruin things for everyone. Does Brendan say that kind of crap about me? Well, of course he does. But I knew all of that about you from the very start, Sydney. The only thing I didn't know was that you were not related to Brendan by blood. So thinking you were actually his sister, I thought he had no other choice but to help you out financially. However, now that I'm aware of who you really are, I think he needs to cast you out right now, you stranger. Brendan really is so kind to other, lesser people, isn't he? I feel like I'm about to explode here in a few seconds, so I'm calling this here. You and I are both going to cut ties to one another now, right? That's absolutely right. And like I was just saying, you are not coming out to our wedding. Understood? I understand. I'm not going. I don't even want to see your face anymore. This also means you can't come to Brendan anymore begging for money, right? I know. I will no longer be going around the both of you. Thank you very much. Acting all tough now, are we?
I heard about this from Brianna, but are you really not planning on coming to our wedding?
That's right, I'm not going. She told me that she wouldn't allow me to come, and before I could even explain much to her, she shut me out. I'm freaking tired of all her crap, Brendan. I want to ask you something. Are you seriously planning to still marry a girl like her?
Well, of course I am. I can't allow a chance like this to run away from me any longer. Brianna is completely in love with me and can't take her eyes off me. You can see that yourself, right? Also, Brianna was born into a lot of money. As long as I'm able to marry her, I'll have a safe and secure future, right?
Oh, come on now, Brendan, and stop all of that. Aren't you aware of how strict her family is about stuff like that? I don't think things are going to go well for you in a family like that. So are you really sure you still want to marry her?
I won't know how things will go with her family without trying, you know. Also, with how things have already been going for me, if I don't do anything soon, I'm gonna live a bad life. So shouldn't I be taking chances now to try and save my skin? I mean, at least when I first went and saw her parents, they both seemed chill and okay with the man I am. So there's no way this can actually end horribly for me, even if Brianna herself is a bit much.
All right. I get that she may be a total jerk, but the fact that she's being fooled into loving a man like you right now is so saddening.
I haven't been fooling her about anything, Sydney. She was the one that fell head over heels for me. That's why I'm saying I'll never have a chance like this again if I let this one get away from me.
I'm sure that might be the case for you, but that girl isn't any better off than you are, okay? Have you heard from her anything about the things she said to me?
Just think about this, please. Do you really think a well-put-together woman would be falling in love with me like that?
That's true, I guess.
I don't really care about the kind of personality she has, as long as she's madly in love with me and willing to marry right now. That's all that matters to me. I haven't even had to lie to her any yet, and things have been going great so far.
You haven't lied to her yet? Then what's this about you owning and running your own company right now? You haven't told her that all you're doing is wearing a suit outside the house to make it seem like you're going to work, when you're really just going to play the slots? And what about you thinking of me as the parasite?
Okay, fine. Those are the only lies I've told. But besides that, I've been honest to her.
Well, these 3 lies you've told her are enough to make you a dang good lying bastard. Jesus, man. You are, for a lack of better words, my older brother still, right? How about you pull yourself together and do things the right way?
Well, I'm not related to you by blood or anything, so why does it matter what I do? You have all your crap together, huh? I'm very jealous of that.
But you could pull yourself together as well right now, and that's all I'm wanting out of you. You are far too old now to still be treating life like a game, Brendan. How about you start taking some things a bit more seriously? Please.
Are you done? In this world, there are the people that work really hard and the people that don't put any effort in at all. You are one of those people that put all their effort into everything, and that'll never change. However, I'm not that kind of person. No matter how much I want to try my best, I just can't. That's not the man I am. Every time I think about doing my best, I end up at the casino.
I think you're just seriously addicted to gambling and could have that fixed if you started to get help for it. But instead, you're just going around lying to others about yourself and about the kind of person I am in the family. What do you think you're doing, Brendan? You're making me look bad.
But Sydney, what would happen if Brianna stopped loving me? The only way that I can keep her around is by making myself look good and making you look like a lowlife. It seems that Brianna was never really into you from the start, so giving her a reason not to be really earns me some brownie points with her.
I can't believe you. What do you think you're actually doing, making up so many lies that you're even messing with my life now?
Oh, if you'd like, you could take a try at my life and find out.
No, thank you. Hey, you've called me over 300 times now, Brianna. Would you cut it out already? It's 10 a.m. on a Saturday. I got so many calls from you that by the time I actually woke up to go and silence my phone, it died. I had to keep calling because you wouldn't answer your phone sooner. You need to get over to this wedding right now. Huh? Why should I have to do that? You were telling me before that I was definitely not invited to or allowed at your wedding, right? I get that, but things have changed drastically. There are so many people here that want to meet with you right now. I started off by telling them all you went missing and couldn't be found, but that only made them more upset with me, and now they are asking over and over again why you're not here. Huh? You told them I went missing?
Why would you give him that reason for me not being there?
I couldn't just tell him you weren't invited to the wedding today because you're not a part of our family. Now could I? The only thing I could say was that I invited you, but you never showed up and wouldn't answer your phone.
Are you daft? If that was how you were going to handle this, you were better off never telling me not to come out in the first place.
What kind of person are you to these people? Why are there so many people here right now that want to meet with you today?
Well, that's because I just so happen to be the CEO of the company that Brendan works at.
What?
And I'm going to assume that those people that want to meet with me today are people like my customers or colleagues. All you needed to say to them was that I wasn't coming today. Yet instead, you made it sound like something serious happened to me by saying I'd gone missing. No wonder they are all upset now.
I told you I had no other choice, all right? All I could say to them is that you were invited here today but never showed up.
But there was no reason for you to say that I became a missing person, Brianna. Why didn't you lie and say I felt sick today, or that I had something come up which caused me to stay home?
Shut up already. Who do you think you are making fun of me right now, you stranger?
Then stop talking to a stranger like that and put down your damn phone. That's it. No more. I'm going back to bed now, so good night.
Hold on a second. Hey, are you kidding me? Are you really the CEO? Sydney? Hey!
What? God damn, yes, I am the CEO. If you think that I'm lying to you about that, then take a look at the company's homepage and see who it is. Both a picture of me and my name are on there at the bottom of the homepage.
No way. You weren't kidding. What? Why? Why did you never tell me anything about the fact that you're the CEO and not Brendan?
I like to think that I did tell you before, but you never give a damn about what anybody else says to you besides Brendan.
No, what? Are you serious? By the way, the fact that Brendan lied to me about this is even more strange, right? Why would he do that? Right now, I have no idea why this has all happened.
Tell me, what is Brendan doing right now?
Well, I'm in the changing room right now hiding, so I'm not sure what all is going on out there right now. God, what should I do right now?
Well, for starters, you need to go out there and tell everyone that I have not gone missing or anything like that, okay? Ugh, damn it, now you've really gone and screwed things up for me, Brianna.
But wait, don't make it sound like I went and lied to everyone, all right?
Huh?
Yeah, sure. I did lie about how you went missing and all that. Hence why you didn't come to my wedding today. But I never did that with the intent of making you look bad, as it was all just one big misunderstanding on my part. You make up some kind of reason for me, like that you forgot to tell me where you were, and that you never said anything about not coming to my wedding today.
In other words, you want me to take the blame for your actions? Are you being serious right now?
Well, if you don't do that, then everyone is going to call me a liar. This is my wedding of all things, and I do not want to be seen as a liar. This all happened because of you anyway.
I'm sorry, but after that crappy comment about me, I'm going to tell everyone the truth.
Huh? If you do that, you'll be screwing me over. What would happen if that caused Brendan to start to hate me? He already seems really angry with me right now.
I have no reason to just sit around doing as you say, when you're the one stirring up trouble right now and asking me to help you. Also, I'm sure that Brendan's not angry at you, so you don't have to be worried about him right now.
Hey, please, do not tell anyone the truth about this.
Sorry, but I have to. Unlike you, I don't want to be a liar and will not lower my standards down to yours for your sake.
Hey, come on now, please. Hey, Brendan, I am so sorry. I somehow made a very huge mistake. A misunderstanding. I made some kind of a huge misunderstanding. No matter what Sydney has to say about it, know that this was all just one big misunderstanding.
Are you talking about how she's gone missing and can't be found?
Yes, but in reality, she's just been at home sleeping. She had never actually gone missing. Rather, she just never answered any of my calls. I'm really sorry that this has all led to so many of the guests here today getting all upset.
Don't worry about it. If she wasn't able to answer all of your calls this morning, then there was no other option but to assume she'd gone missing. Just forget about it now, and let's get back to having this really wonderful wedding.
Brendan, I am so happy to hear that from you. You really are the most kind man ever.
No matter what happens to you and I will always love and care for you. Which means with you, no matter what happens to us, please always love me.
Of course, no matter what happens, I'll always love you. I'm serious when I say that too, Brendan. Very, very serious.
Brianna, I love hearing that from you. Thank you so much. To be blessed with such a lovely woman as you right now, I must be the luckiest man in the world.
That's how I feel right now, Brendan. So no matter what happens to you or I will always, always, always love you. I swear to God.
Thank you, Brianna. Then it really is a promise. Do not break that promise, okay? We cannot do that after today, that's for sure.
I have no reason to ever break a promise as strong as love. And even if I wanted to break it, I never would be able to. And that's because I love you with every bit of my heart.
Brianna.
Hey! What is all of this about? I told you what I was doing before, right? That I would be telling everyone the whole truth about everything. I was never going to listen to you by lying to all of those people.
I don't care about what you were saying before. Honestly, I don't even care if most of the guests that came here hate me now, because I'll always have Brendan's love.
Is that right? What a beautiful love you both share then. Then why are you getting so upset with me again?
I just listened to what all of the guests were talking about amongst each other. About how Brendan went and quit his job at the company, and that he never had any relationship with the company besides just being the CEO's older brother.
Ah, so you overheard all of that.
And that's not the only thing I heard. I also heard about how after he left the company, he started to get into gambling, and that right now he's in some very serious debt. You made up all those lies in order to make my Brendan look bad in front of everyone here, didn't you?
Brianna, I really want to ask you to do one thing for me. I know it's going to be difficult for you, but hear me out. I want you to calm down and listen to what I'm about to say to you. All of those things you overheard are true.
No way in hell they are. You're trying to get me to believe that a man as perfect as him would be in major debt right now because of gambling? No matter how I think that could happen to him, there's just no way.
Brendan has another person that he's been hiding from you behind his mask. Well, he only uses that mask with you. But with everyone else, the real Brendan is the person he shows to the world. He is a man that went and left his job that I secured for him to start gambling. And after months of it and becoming seriously addicted to the game, started to go into some bad debt.
I just told you that those are all lies you made about him to make him look bad. I don't care that I was the first to lie, but the way you've lied is by far the worst. Are you not ashamed of yourself?
I have not been lying about anything, Brianna. All I've said was the truth and nothing but the truth. Brendan is really that person. Go and talk with everyone there to see what they have to say about him.
Shut your mouth already. I will not allow lies like those to continue to spread.
Hey, are you done yet? I get that you don't want to believe me here, but if you really do go into that marriage thinking he's the man that he said he is, you'll be getting seriously screwed over. It'll be too late for you to do anything about him, and you'll live the rest of your life in regret. Is that what you want to happen?
No, Brendan could never. He can't be.
You can run from reality all you want to, but I think you need to think about the consequences of doing such a thing first. I think deep down you already know the truth, that being what I've told you about Brendan today.
I know how to prove to you that you lied. I'm going to show you through Brendan himself that he's not the lowlife that you've made him out to be.
Okay, go ahead and try. I hope you'll learn the truth along the way.
Brendan, I'm in real shock right now. There's no way you've been hiding all those things from me this whole time, right?
What? I'm sorry, you're mistaken. I have been gambling all this time for your sake, Brianna. Sometimes I'll hit some massive jackpots, and I thought that by getting a couple of those, I'd be getting enough money to treat you to whatever you want. I felt that instead of working at a company where I was making okay money, it'd be a lot faster for me to just bet some money and have a chance at hitting some jackpots.
What? Then you seriously? What Sydney was saying about you lying to me was true?
Did she tell you about me? There's no way.
No. I never thought that this whole time you, of all people, would be lying to me, Brendan. Then that means everything Sydney said about you having quit your job and becoming addicted to gambling is true? And that must mean you're in some serious debt now as well.
Brianna, you are still madly in love with me, right? And also, just a little bit ago, you and I made a promise to one another that we'd be in love with each other forever, right? No matter what happens between you and I, we'd still love one another, right?
No thank you, Brendan.
What?
No friggin' thanks. What the hell is wrong with you? I cannot forgive you for what you've done. What the hell were you thinking lying to me about all of that just to trick me into marrying you?
What was I just thought you were my only chance, and that I couldn't let a chance like you slip through my fingers. Also, your family happens to have a lot of money, so I felt that I was winning the jackpot with you, and that I'd never have to worry about money for the rest of my life.
Stop being so straight about it all, you asshole. Why, Brendan? You are a completely different person from the Brendan I grew to love.
But I never lied about coming from an elite university, and for a little bit I did experience running a portion of Sydney's company. I just ended up not being very good at it, so I had to be taken away from the position. But that still does not change the fact that I'm an elite.
You failed at that position, which means you're going to be a failure at everything else. I don't care that you went to some elite university back in the day, because look at yourself now. You're anything but elite. I'm going to make sure that you pay for this whole waste of time wedding you lied to me in order to have today.
What? But you promised me that no matter what, you'd still love me.
Who the hell would want to love a lying asshole like you?
Sounds like somehow you managed to get your wedding canceled. That's great for you now, right? You were able to take care of things before that lying jerk took hold of you for good.
Huh? Because of all this, I no longer have anybody around me that is willing to trust what I say to them. Since you never played along with me and lied about the fact that I lied to everyone about you having gone missing, my parents are no longer going to trust me. They told me that they're disowning me now too. I'm being told to go live on my own now.
Well, this is the perfect chance for you to finally stop sucking on your mother and start a life of your own, right?
I have not been working a job at all. How am I supposed to start a life of my own now? And since I'm no longer getting married to Brendan, I'll no longer have a place to call my home. I've also been told that I have to pay half of this damn wedding off. All of this is completely screwed up and not fair.
Had you just been a bit nicer of a person, perhaps I'd be okay with you making yourself out to be the victim in all of this. Had you just refrained from digging into me for not being related to Brendan by blood.
I have learned my lesson from then now, so you need to go and talk to everyone out of abandoning me. Tell them all that I've learned my lesson and will never lie or treat anyone poorly ever again.
You seem to really enjoy the accessibility of lying there, Brianna. Are you sure you wouldn't have made an amazing couple with Brendan? Well, anyway, I don't have any reason to be helping you now. So with that, goodbye forever.
Hold it right there! Please, listen to me.
I'm sorry, but my parents told me not to talk to strangers. Like you. So, what are you going to be doing from here on out?
My only chance to get married to someone from money has been wasted and left me. I don't really have any reason to try working a serious job again to pay off my debts. I'm going to just have to get back to gambling again and hope for a major win.
I really think you need to stop that gambling nonsense right now, Brendan. Also, you're going to have to pay a certain amount for the wedding too, right?
Even if I have to go into a bit more debt so that I can pay the bill, it won't make a difference for me because I'm already in tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt.
I can't believe you're just okay with all of that.
I'm used to the heat of hell. I've heard that Brianna ended up becoming disowned by her family and will have to finally stand on her 2 feet in order to live. She'll probably end up the kind of person I've become, right?
Well, neither of you really matter to me.
Sydney, because I had lied about you before, I'm sure you hold a pretty big grudge against me now, right? But forget about it. I'm already living in hell, so there's no point in trying to get back at me any. Right now, I can't be damaged any more than I already am.
I know that already, but I don't have any grudges against you, so don't worry yourself with that. However, I won't be taking care of you anymore, so you'll have to figure things out on your own now.
What? Are you serious? Dang it! Then what should I do when I start to get hungry?
You'll have to take some more damage. After that, chaos called a wedding was over with. Brianna was forced out into the real world by her parents. They told her that she was no longer a part of their family and that it would be useless for her to try asking any of her aunts and uncles or her grandparents for anything, as they were all told about what happened and agreed that she did not deserve them. From there, it took her a week to cope with all that had actually gone down, and by the time she realized she was going to have to figure something out, she was down 20 pounds and very weak. She was somehow able to find herself a really, really cheap apartment while struggling with all that hunger, and a part-time job as well that she'd have to work overnight. Of course, being a little girl from a family with lots of wealth, having to live in such a dirty, small apartment while working part-time all night long had become hard for her. She would end up breaking down a lot at her job, which luckily was just working in a warehouse, so she wasn't troubling too many people with her screaming and whining. And after a couple of weeks of trying to deal with what life is like for most normal people, she began to think of ways to save herself from the dull life she's found herself in. So, in a last-ditch effort to try and get her life of having all the money she ever wanted back, she gave Brendan a call and got herself into gambling alongside him. Brendan was so excited to hear from her again, but when she told him she had no money anymore, he told her she could join him and increase his chances of winning. Right now, she's going with Brendan to all the most shady of casinos, trying her best with Brendan to score the big jackpot that will be able to free them both from a life of poverty. I'm sure that someone like Brendan is glad to have her back at his side, but she's going to end up rotting in the hell that he's grown so accustomed to. But let's be real here. Most of the places they are going to now to gamble are the kind of places that won't just let you get away with using borrowed money very often. So when one of those shady casinos realizes they aren't really able to pay to play, I don't think we'll be hearing about those two ever again. Honestly, I'm so happy that the day of that wedding was the last time I ever had a talk with those two, and I no longer have to worry about them reaching out to me. I plan to move forward from all of what happened, forgetting about the both of them, so that I can continue to focus on my company and the future ahead of me. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.